Unbreakable Confidence, the key to unshakable self-esteem. Chapter 1. The Confidence Conundrum. What is confidence anyway? Confidence is that magical ingredient that transforms a shy wallflower into the life of the party. But what is it really? At its core, confidence is a belief in oneself and one's abilities. It's that inner voice that whispers, "You've got this," even when the world seems a little wobbly. Think of it as the ultimate cheerleader, but instead of pom-poms, it wields self-acceptance and courage. When you feel confident, you walk taller, smile brighter, and tackle challenges with a playful spirit, as if life is one big game and you're the star player. Now, let's bust a myth. Confidence is not about being the loudest or the most extroverted person in the room. It's not about boasting or pretending to be someone you're not. Confidence is more like a cozy blanket that wraps around you, making you feel safe and secure in your own skin. It allows you to embrace your quirks and imperfections because, let's be honest, nobody's perfect. When you recognize and appreciate your unique traits, you unlock a version of confidence that is genuine and unshakable. It's like discovering the secret ingredient to your personal recipe for success. Imagine confidence as a rubber band. It stretches and flexes, but doesn't break easily. Life will throw challenges your way, unexpected twists, turns, and potholes on your journey. But with a solid foundation of self-esteem, your confidence will bounce back, ready to tackle whatever comes next. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about knowing that even if you stumble, you can get back up again with style. After all, confidence is about resilience, and each setback is just a setup for a triumphant comeback. So, how do we cultivate this fabulous confidence? Start with self-awareness. Take a moment to reflect on what makes you tick, what you love about yourself, and where you want to grow. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate every little victory along the way. Each step you take will add another layer to your confidence foundation, making it sturdier than ever. And remember, it's perfectly okay to ask for help or seek guidance. Even the most confident individuals have their support systems, friends, mentors, or a good self-help book. Wink, wink, in the grand journey of life, confidence is the trusty sidekick that makes every adventure more enjoyable. It encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and explore the vast possibilities that await you. So, embrace your quirks, celebrate your uniqueness, and let confidence be your guiding star. With a playful spirit and an unbreakable commitment to self-esteem, you'll find that confidence isn't just a destination. It's a delightful journey filled with laughter, growth, and endless possibilities. The myth of perfection is a tantalizing illusion, a shiny object that many of us chase with fervor, believing that if we can just catch it, we'll finally feel worthy. Picture this. You're at a carnival, eyes wide, captivated by the glittering prizes hanging from the booth. You throw your darts, but every shot misses the mark. Frustrating, right? That's what striving for perfection can feel like. Endless attempts to hit an impossible target while the real fun of life zips by just out of reach. So, let's put down the darts and embrace the quirky, imperfect beauty of our existence. Now, don't get me wrong. Having high standards can be motivating. But when those standards morph into an unrealistic quest for flawlessness, it's like trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. Spoiler alert, it won't work. Instead of feeling accomplished, you end up feeling deflated. It's like trying to bake a cake without any eggs. You might have the flour and sugar, but something essential is missing. Embrace the idea that your quirks and flaws are the eggs in the cake of life, adding flavor and texture that perfection simply can't offer. Imagine if we all walked around as perfect beings. How dull would that be? Conversations would lack depth, stories would lose their intrigue, and humor would vanish faster than a magician's rabbit. It's those little imperfections, like tripping over your own feet while trying to impress someone or forgetting the punchline of a joke, that create memorable moments and genuine connections. So, let's trade in that polished facade for some authenticity and laughter. After all, who doesn't love a good blooper reel? The myth of perfection also feeds into the comparison game. Social media is a highlight reel of everyone's best moments, making it all too easy to feel like you're the only one not living your best life. Newsflash: Behind every flawless selfie is a story, often filled with the same messy moments we all experience. When you stop measuring yourself against this misleading standard, you'll find a sense of freedom that's liberating. Embracing your unique path allows you to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and recognize that they're just as valuable as anyone else's. So, let's toast to imperfection. It's about time we ditch the myth of perfection and revel in the delightful chaos of being human. Life isn't about hitting every target perfectly. It's about the journey, the growth, and the hilarious missteps along the way. When you accept that imperfection is part of the package, you'll discover a newfound confidence that comes from being unapologetically yourself. Embrace your quirks, laugh at your mistakes, and remember, the only thing you need to be perfect at is being perfectly you. Why self-esteem matters. Self-esteem is the secret sauce that elevates our lives from mundane to magnificent. Imagine waking up each day feeling like you can conquer the world, tackle challenges with a grin, and embrace opportunities like a kid in a candy store. That's the magic of self-esteem. It's not just some fluffy concept floating in the air. It's a powerful force that shapes your perceptions, decisions, and interactions. When you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to take risks, pursue dreams, and even dance like nobody's watching at the next party. Now, picture this. You're standing in front of a mirror, and instead of seeing flaws, you see a fabulous individual ready to take on the day. High self-esteem acts as your personal cheerleader, encouraging you to believe in your worth. It helps you set boundaries, say no when needed, and pursue relationships that uplift rather than drag you down. With a solid foundation of self-esteem, you're not just surviving life's roller coaster. You're rising above it, screaming with joy instead of fear. But wait, there's more. Self-esteem doesn't just make you feel good. It also fuels your resilience. Life will throw curveballs your way. Unexpected challenges, failures, and disappointments. With a healthy dose of self-esteem, you'll bounce back like a rubber ball, absorbing setbacks and using them as stepping stones for growth. You'll learn to view obstacles as opportunities to shine rather than as roadblocks that stop you in your tracks. This resilience adds an extra layer of confidence, making you unshakable in the face of adversity. Moreover, self-esteem is contagious. When you radiate confidence, it attracts positivity like a magnet. People are drawn to those who exude self-assurance, and this ripple effect creates a supportive environment where everyone thrives. You'll find yourself surrounded by individuals who uplift you, challenge you, and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. This community of support fosters a sense of belonging that is essential for continued growth and self-improvement in the grand tapestry of life. Self-esteem is the thread that weaves together your dreams, relationships, and experiences. It empowers you to chase after what you want, embrace who you are, and create a life filled with joy and fulfillment. So let's take a moment to celebrate self-esteem as the vibrant foundation of our unbreakable confidence. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch as your life transforms into a masterpiece of self-love and achievement. Chapter 2. Digging Deep. Understanding your inner critic. Your inner critic is that pesky little voice in your head that seems to have a PhD in negativity. It whispers, or sometimes shouts, thoughts that undermine your self-worth, pointing out every little flaw and failure. Imagine it like a film director who only focuses on the bloopers, skipping over the highlights of your life's movie. Understanding this inner critic is the first step to transforming it from a tyrant into a helpful coach. Instead of letting it run the show, you can learn to recognize its antics and respond with a sprinkle of self-love and humor. Think of your inner critic as a mischievous gremlin. It thrives on your fears and insecurities, often exaggerating them for dramatic effect. When you hear that voice telling you, "You'll never be good enough," or "Why would anyone listen to you?" picture it wearing a silly hat and oversized glasses. This playful imagery can help you distance yourself from those harsh judgments. By viewing your inner critic as a cartoonish character, you can take away its power and begin to see it for what it really is, a misguided part of your mind that needs a little guidance and a lot of compassion. Now let's get to the fun part, talking back to that inner critic. Just like a superhero facing off against a villain, you can arm yourself with positive affirmations and counterarguments. When your inner critic chimes in, respond with a witty comeback. For example, if it says, "You'll embarrass yourself," you can retort, "Oh, please. I'm just adding to my collection of hilarious stories." This playful banter not only lightens the mood, but also reminds you that you are more than the negative chatter in your head. It's a chance to practice self-empowerment in a way that feels authentic and entertaining. Another important aspect of understanding your inner critic is realizing that it often stems from past experiences. Maybe it's echoing a harsh comment from childhood or a failed attempt at something you really wanted to succeed in. Acknowledge its origins, and then imagine giving that inner critic a hug, thanking it for trying to protect you. This quirky act of kindness can help foster a sense of compassion toward yourself. Remember, your critic may have good intentions, but it's time to show it that you can handle things on your own now, and you prefer to do so with a smile. Finally, consider the possibility of transforming your inner critic into an inner cheerleader. Once you understand its patterns and how to respond playfully, you can shift the dialogue. Start replacing self-doubt with encouragement, and watch your inner voice evolve. Instead of "you can't do this," try "you've got this, superstar." Celebrating your successes, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect of positivity, making your self-esteem unshakable. By embracing this playful attitude, your inner critic can become a quirky sidekick on your journey to unbreakable confidence, cheering you on every step of the way. The power of self-reflection is like having a personal superhero cape that we can pull on whenever we need a boost. It's that magical moment when you take a step back, look at your life and say, "Wow, I'm pretty awesome." But let's be honest, it's not always easy to put on that cape. Life gets busy, distractions come flying our way, and before we know it, we're swept up in the chaos. Yet when we take the time to pause and reflect, we unlock a treasure chest of self-discovery that can lead us to unshakable self-esteem. Imagine self-reflection as your very own funhouse mirror. Instead of distorting your image, it magnifies your strengths and highlights areas for growth with a playful twist. When you engage in self-reflection, you can look at your challenges and triumphs with a sense of curiosity rather than judgment. This playful approach invites you to ask questions like, "What did I learn from that awkward moment?" Or, "How did I manage to rock that presentation despite my nerves?" By seeing yourself through this lens, you start to appreciate the unique tapestry of your life, each thread woven with lessons that fortify your confidence as you delve into the delightful world of self-reflection. It's important to create a safe and inviting space. Whether it's snuggling up with a warm cup of tea, jotting down your thoughts in a colorful journal, or even taking a stroll in nature, make it feel special. This is your time to be your own cheerleader. Celebrate the little victories and those brave moments when you stepped out of your comfort zone. You'll find that acknowledging your successes, no matter how small, can be a powerful antidote to self-doubt. But wait, there's more. Self-reflection isn't just about patting yourself on the back. It's also about being honest with yourself. Think of it as a playful game of "what would I tell my best friend?" If your buddy faced a setback, you'd probably encourage them with kindness and wisdom. So, why not do the same for yourself? By approaching your flaws and mistakes with this friendly mindset, you can transform them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. This process helps build resilience, allowing you to bounce back stronger every time life throws a curveball. That I end the grand adventure of building unshakable self-esteem. Self-reflection serves as your trusty compass. It guides you in understanding where you've been and where you want to go. The more you practice this playful introspection, the clearer your path becomes. You'll discover that confidence isn't a destination. It's an exhilarating journey filled with self-love and growth. So, put on that superhero cape, dive into the joy of self-reflection, and watch as your unbreakable confidence flourishes, turning your dreams into a vibrant reality. Identifying limiting beliefs is like playing a game of hide and seek with your own mind. Those pesky little thoughts often lurk in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to pop up and sabotage your confidence. You might hear them whispering that you're not good enough, or that you'll never achieve your dreams. But fear not. With a bit of curiosity and a sprinkle of self-compassion, you can shine a light on these hidden belief monsters and send them packing. First, let's gather our detective gear. Grab a notebook and a comfy chair because we're about to dive deep into your thoughts. Take a moment to reflect on the areas in your life where you feel stuck or anxious. What stories do you tell yourself about your abilities? Are they based on reality or just old tapes playing in your head? As you jot down these thoughts, remember, this is your chance to uncover the sneaky beliefs that have been holding you back. Next, let's play a game of what if. Imagine you're a superhero with the power to rewrite your own narrative. For every limiting belief you identify, challenge it with a bold, empowering statement. If your inner critic says, "You'll never be a great artist," counter it with, "I am on a journey to discover my unique artistic voice." This playful back and forth can help you see that many of these beliefs are just stories waiting for a twist ending. Now, let's bring in some playful imagination. Picture yourself as a gardener, tending to the soil of your mind. Some weeds, those pesky limiting beliefs, might have taken root over the years, but that doesn't mean they can't be uprooted. As you cultivate your mental garden, focus on planting seeds of positivity and self-acceptance. Affirmations can be your watering can, nurturing new beliefs that support your growth and confidence. Finally, remember that identifying limiting beliefs is just the beginning of your adventure. These beliefs may feel like unmovable boulders now, but with persistence and a playful spirit, you can chip away at them. Celebrate your small victories along the way, and don't hesitate to enlist the help of friends or mentors who can cheer you on. Embracing this journey with enthusiasm will not only help you identify and challenge limiting beliefs, but also pave the way for an unshakable self-esteem that's as resilient as you are. Chapter 3. Building Your Confidence Toolbox. Affirmations. Your daily dose of positivity. Affirmations are like little pep talks you can give yourself every day, and trust me, they work wonders. Imagine waking up each morning with a smile, ready to conquer the world because you've just reminded yourself of how amazing you truly are. It's like having a personal cheerleader in your pocket, whispering sweet nothings of encouragement into your ear. Instead of letting those pesky negative thoughts run the show, you take the reins and direct your mind toward positivity. Who wouldn't want to start their day with a boost of confidence? Creating your own affirmations is a fun and creative process. Grab a journal or a set of colorful sticky notes and let your imagination run wild. Think about what you want to believe about yourself. Do you want to feel braver? More capable? Perhaps you want to remind yourself that you are worthy of love and success. Write them down in the present tense, as if they are already true. I am confident and radiant, or I attract opportunities effortlessly, are just a couple of examples. The key is to make them resonate with you. Feel free to sprinkle in a little humor or quirkiness, because who says affirmations can't be fun? Now, let's talk about consistency. Just like brushing your teeth or watering your plants, daily affirmations need to be a part of your routine. Set a specific time each day when you can pause, breathe, and repeat your affirmations. Whether it's during your morning coffee, while you're getting ready for the day, or even as you wind down at night, make it a ritual. Pair it with a habit you already have, like dancing in your kitchen or stretching, so it becomes a delightful part of your day. The more you practice, the more these positive declarations will sink into your subconscious. And before you know it, you'll be radiating confidence like a superstar. But wait, there's more. Don't be shy about using your affirmations in different ways. Say them out loud. Write them in beautiful calligraphy, or even create a vision board filled with your favorite phrases. You can record yourself and listen to your affirmations on the go. It's like you're giving yourself a daily dose of positivity in whatever form tickles your fancy. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a little creativity? The more dynamic your approach, the more engaging it becomes, turning a simple practice into a joyful experience that as you embrace the power of affirmations. Remember that it's all about progress, not perfection. Some days you might feel like a rock star, while other days it might take a little more effort to believe in those words. That's okay. Just keep affirming and watch how your mindset begins to shift. Each affirmation is a stepping stone on your journey to unshakable self-esteem. So go ahead, unleash your inner cheerleader, and sprinkle those positive vibes everywhere you go. The world is waiting for your brilliance. Visualization. See it to believe it. Visualization is like a magic trick your mind plays to help you achieve what you desire. Picture this. You're standing before a mirror, and instead of seeing yourself as you are, you see the incredible version of you that you aspire to be. This exercise isn't just daydreaming. It's a powerful technique that can transform your self-image and boost your self-esteem. By vividly imagining your goals and the steps to achieve them, you create a mental roadmap that makes the journey feel not just possible, but exhilarating. So, let your imagination run wild. After all, it's free, and you can take it anywhere. Let's dive into the fun of creating these mental images. Start by finding a cozy spot where you can relax. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now, think about the specific aspects of your life you want to enhance. Whether it's nailing that presentation at work, confidently striking up a conversation with someone new, or simply feeling fabulous in your own skin, visualize it in as much detail as possible. What do you look like? What are you wearing? What feelings bubble up inside you? The more vivid and colorful your imagination, the more powerful the effects on your self-esteem. Remember, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, so let it feast on the good stuff. Visualization is also a fantastic way to prepare for challenges. Imagine you're about to take on a daunting task. Instead of letting fear take the wheel, visualize yourself breezing through it with grace and confidence. Picture each step you'll take, the positive reactions from others, and the exhilarating feeling of accomplishment. This isn't just a daydream. It's a rehearsal for success. When you visualize success, you're training your brain to recognize it as a likely outcome. The more you practice this mental imagery, the more your confidence will grow, making you feel like a superhero ready to conquer the world. But wait, there's more. Visualization can be turned into a playful game. Create a vision board filled with images and words that represent your dreams and aspirations. This board serves as a daily reminder and a source of inspiration. By placing it somewhere you see often, you'll keep those positive visuals front and center in your mind. Don't be afraid to get creative. Use magazine clippings, drawings, or even digital collages. The more you engage with your vision board, the stronger your belief in your dreams will become. Plus, it's a fantastic excuse to unleash your inner artist. Finally, let's sprinkle some gratitude into the visualization mix. As you envision your dreams come into life, take a moment to appreciate the progress you've already made. Acknowledge the qualities you possess that will help you on your journey. This combination of visualization and gratitude creates a powerful cocktail for boosting self-esteem. It reminds you that you're not just wishing for a better life, you're actively crafting it. So, go ahead and visualize your way to unshakable self-esteem, because when you see it, you'll truly believe it. Goal setting. Small steps, big wins. Goal setting is like planting seeds in your garden of confidence. You don't just toss a handful of seeds into the ground and hope for the best. No, you carefully choose your seeds, prepare the soil, and nurture them with love and attention. Similarly, when you set goals, especially small, achievable ones, you lay the groundwork for a flourishing self-esteem. Think of each small goal as a tiny plant sprouting up, adding to the vibrant landscape of your life. Every time you achieve one, you're not just checking off a box. You're watering that plant, watching it grow stronger and taller. Now, let's face it, big goals can sometimes feel like climbing a mountain without a map. You look up at the summit and wonder how in the world you'll ever get there. That's where small steps come in, acting as your trusty hiking boots, helping you navigate the rocky terrain. By breaking down those lofty aspirations into bite-sized chunks, you create a path that feels manageable and even enjoyable. It's like turning a daunting trek into a delightful stroll through your favorite park, where every little step is a celebration of your progress. Imagine waking up each day with a mini checklist of tiny victories to achieve. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water, writing a paragraph in that book you've been meaning to start, or even just taking a moment to breathe deeply. Each time you cross something off, your confidence gets a little boost, like a cheerleader giving you a high five. Those little wins accumulate, creating a snowball effect that propels you forward. Soon enough, you'll find yourself tackling bigger challenges. All because you took the time to celebrate those small successes along the way. Point one of the best parts about setting small goals is the joy of discovery. You might stumble upon hidden talents or interests you never knew you had. Perhaps while aiming to read one chapter a week, you find out you absolutely love historical fiction. Or while trying to take a daily walk, you rediscover your passion for nature photography. These small steps not only build your confidence, but also add spark and zest to your life, turning routine into adventure. It's like opening a treasure chest. Every small goal reveals another shiny gem of potential waiting to be explored. So, as you embark on this journey of building unshakable self-esteem, remember that small steps lead to big wins. Think of each goal as a delightful little nudge toward the confident, vibrant you that's just waiting to emerge. Embrace the process, celebrate your progress, and don't forget to sprinkle a bit of fun along the way. After all, confidence isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about enjoying the journey and the amazing growth that comes with it. So grab your gardening gloves and let's start planting those seeds of success. Chapter 4. The Art of Self-Compassion. Treating yourself like a friend. Treating yourself like a friend is the secret sauce to building an unshakable self-esteem. Imagine how you would treat your best buddy on a rough day. You'd probably listen to them vent, offer words of encouragement, and maybe even suggest their favorite ice cream flavor as a pick-me-up. Now it's time to flip that script and shower yourself with the same kindness and support. After all, you're just as worthy of compassion and understanding as anyone else. So, let's dive into the art of being your own biggest cheerleader. First things first, it's essential to embrace self-talk that sounds like a supportive friend rather than a harsh critic. Instead of berating yourself for a mistake, imagine your friend made the same blunder. Would you call them names or remind them of every time they tripped up? No. You'd likely say something like, "Hey, everyone makes mistakes. Let's learn from this and move on." Start practicing that same gentle dialogue with yourself. Replace, "I can't believe I did that," with "Oops, that was a learning moment, and I'm still awesome." It's amazing how a simple shift in language can transform your mindset. Next up, don't forget about the power of self-care. Friends know when to treat each other to a little TLC, so why not do the same for yourself? Whether it's cozying up with a great book, treating yourself to a bubble bath, or indulging in your favorite dessert, make it a point to prioritize joy in your life. Schedule me time, just like you would a coffee date with a friend. This isn't being selfish. It's essential for maintaining your overall happiness and confidence. When you take care of yourself, you send a message to your inner self that you are worthy of love and attention. Another fantastic way to treat yourself like a friend is by celebrating your wins, big or small. Did you finish that project you've been procrastinating on? High five! Did you finally start that exercise routine? You deserve confetti. Friends cheer each other on, so be sure to give yourself a round of applause when you reach a goal. Keep a brag book where you jot down your achievements and moments you're proud of. On days when your confidence is wavering, flip through those pages and remind yourself of how amazing you truly are. Lastly, surround yourself with positivity. Friends uplift each other, and you should do the same for yourself. Curate your social media feeds to include inspiring, uplifting content that fuels your self-esteem rather than drains it. Follow accounts that promote self-love, resilience, and confidence. Additionally, consider the company you keep in real life. Are your relationships supportive and encouraging, or do they bring you down? Make it a priority to nurture friendships that reflect the kind of love and kindness you want to show yourself. When you treat yourself like a friend, you'll find that building unbreakable confidence becomes a whole lot easier. Embracing imperfection is like inviting a quirky friend to a party. They might spill a drink or tell a goofy joke, but they'll also brighten the room with their authenticity. Perfectionism often masquerades as a noble pursuit, but let's face it, it can be a real buzzkill. It's that nagging voice in your head that critiques every little flaw, making you feel like you're constantly on stage with a spotlight glaring down. waiting for the audience to judge your every move. Instead of trying to be flawless, let's celebrate the beautiful messiness of being human. After all, nobody wants to hang out with someone who's too polished to let loose. Think of imperfection as the seasoning in the dish of life. A dash of chaos, a sprinkle of mistakes, and a dollop of awkwardness can make your journey much more flavorful. When we embrace our quirks and flaws, we unlock a treasure chest of authenticity. This is where true confidence flourishes, not in the sterile confines of perfection, but in the vibrant, colorful chaos of real life. So, let your hair be a little messy, your joke's a bit corny, and your dance moves delightfully offbeat. You are not a robot programmed for perfection. You are a unique masterpiece. And every little imperfection adds to your charm. Though let's not forget that some of the most inspiring stories come from those who dare to be imperfect. Think of the artist who splatters paint everywhere, creating a masterpiece that tells a story of passion and risk. The entrepreneur who stumbles and falls but gets back up with newfound wisdom. These narratives resonate because they remind us that failure and imperfection are integral to growth. When you embrace your own imperfections, you pave the way for resilience and transformation. Each stumble is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Moreover, embracing imperfection can foster deeper connections with others. When you show up as your authentic self, warts and all, you create a safe space for others to do the same. The world is craving realness, and by shedding the facade of perfection, you invite others to drop their shields too. Imagine the conversations that would unfold when everyone feels free to share their blunders and missteps. You'd be surprised at how many people relate to your story and find solace in your honesty. Vulnerability is a magnet for connection, and it's often the imperfections that draw us closer together. So, let's raise a toast to imperfections. They're not the enemy. There are quirky allies on this wild ride called life. By embracing our flaws, we cultivate resilience and authenticity, transforming our self-esteem into something unshakable. The next time that pesky perfectionist inside you tries to take the reins, remind yourself that real beauty lies in being unapologetically yourself. Dance like no one's watching, laugh until your stomach hurts, and wear your imperfections like badges of honor. After all, being perfectly imperfect is what makes life a joyous adventure. The healing power of forgiveness isn't just a nice idea. It's like a superpower waiting to be unleashed. Imagine carrying around a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a grudge, a hurt, or a disappointment. As you trudge through life, that backpack gets heavier, and suddenly, you're not just tired, you're exhausted. But what if I told you that forgiveness is the magic spell that allows you to drop that backpack and feel light as a feather? When you embrace forgiveness, you're not just freeing the person who wronged you. You're liberating yourself to dance freely through the garden of life. That, let's face it, holding on to past hurts is like trying to enjoy a delicious slice of cake while wearing a pair of sturdy boxing gloves. Sure, you might take a few bites, but the experience is far from satisfying. When you choose to forgive, you're not saying, "What you did was okay." Instead, you're saying, "I refuse to let your actions hold me hostage any longer." This playful shift in perspective allows you to reclaim your power, and trust me, the cake tastes much sweeter when you're not weighed down by bitterness. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Forgiveness sounds great, but it's easier said than done. And you're absolutely right. But guess what? It's also a skill you can practice. Picture forgiveness as a muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger it gets. Start small. Maybe there's a minor annoyance you can let go of, or a little mishap that's been bugging you. Each act of forgiveness is like adding a sparkly sticker to your confidence chart. Before you know it, you'll be flexing those forgiveness muscles like a pro, and your self-esteem will soar higher than a kite on a windy day. But wait, there's more. The beauty of forgiveness extends beyond just your emotional well-being. It has physical benefits too. Research shows that letting go of grudges can lower your stress levels, improve your heart health, and even boost your immune system. Who knew that forgiving could be the secret ingredient to a healthier, happier you? So, while you're busy building that unshakable self-esteem, Remember that every moment you choose to forgive is an investment in your overall well-being. It's like giving yourself a high five from the inside. As you embark on this journey toward unbreakable confidence, don't underestimate the power of forgiveness. It's your ticket to emotional freedom and a vital step in building a solid foundation for your self-esteem. So grab your imaginary cape, take a deep breath, and start practicing forgiveness like it's the funnest game in town. The more you forgive, the lighter you'll feel, and soon enough, you'll be strutting your stuff with a confidence that's truly unshakable. Chapter 5. Surrounding yourself with positivity. The company you keep. The company you keep can be a game changer in your journey to unshakable self-esteem. Imagine your life as a garden. If you surround yourself with the right plants, those vibrant, supportive friends who cheer you on, your garden flourishes. But if you let in those pesky weeds, the ones that drain your energy and self-worth, your beautiful blooms might struggle to survive. So, let's dig in and explore how to cultivate a circle of positivity that can boost your confidence to new heights. First things first, let's play a little game of friend or foe. Take a moment to reflect on the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? The friends who genuinely celebrate your successes, no matter how big or small, are your true allies. They're like sunshine on a rainy day, igniting your confidence and encouraging you to shine even brighter. On the flip side, those who tend to poke fun at your dreams or dismiss your achievements, well, they might just be the weeds you need to pull out of your garden. Remember, you deserve a thriving environment filled with positivity and support. Next, let's talk about the magic of shared aspirations. Surrounding yourself with people who share your goals can create an electric atmosphere of motivation. Imagine being part of a group where everyone is striving to be their best selves. It's like a confidence booster shot with each interaction. When you're surrounded by go-getters, their energy is contagious, and suddenly, you find yourself inspired to chase your own dreams with renewed vigor. So, seek out those who ignite your passion and help you reach for the stars. But it's not just about the cheerleaders. It's also about finding those who challenge you. Friends who encourage healthy debates or push you to step outside your comfort zone can be invaluable. They're like the gardeners who prune your plants, helping them grow stronger and more resilient. When you engage with those who stimulate your mind and encourage you to think critically, you build a foundation of confidence that isn't just about feeling good, but about being grounded in your beliefs and values. It's a beautiful balance of support and challenge that nurtures your self-esteem. Finally, let's not forget the importance of boundaries. Just as you wouldn't let weeds take over your garden, don't let negative influences seep into your life. It's perfectly okay to distance yourself from those who drain your energy or undermine your confidence. Protecting your space is a sign of strength, not weakness. By curating a circle of uplifting, inspiring people, you create a safe haven for your self-esteem to flourish. So go ahead, choose your company wisely, and watch as your confidence blossoms into something truly unbreakable. Building a supportive network, imagine stepping into a world where every cheer, every high five, and every word of encouragement lifts you higher. That's the magic of a supportive network. It's like assembling your very own superhero team, each member equipped with unique powers to boost your confidence and self-esteem. Friends, family, mentors, and even that quirky neighbor who always has a smile to share can be part of your squad. The trick is to recognize their superpowers and let them be your champions on this exhilarating journey of self-discovery. First things first, let's talk about the people you already know. You might have a treasure trove of supportive souls right under your nose. Think about that friend who always knows how to make you laugh, or the colleague who believes in your potential even when you doubt it yourself. Reach out to them, share your dreams, goals, and even your fears. You'll be amazed at how people light up when asked to support someone they care about. It's like giving them a chance to shine, and in turn, they'll help you glow brighter than ever. Now, if you find that your current circle could use a sprinkle of positivity, it's time to expand your horizons. Step outside your comfort zone and connect with new people. Join clubs, attend workshops, or volunteer for causes that ignite your passion. You never know who you might meet. A fellow dreamer, a wise mentor, or an inspiring leader. These fresh connections can inject new energy into your life and serve as a reminder that you are not alone in your quest for confidence and self-esteem. That let's not forget the power of online communities. The internet is brimming with groups and forums filled with like-minded individuals who share your interests and aspirations. Whether you're diving into self-help blogs, participating in webinars, or jumping into social media groups, these digital spaces can offer immense support. Engage in discussions, share your experiences, and soak up the collective wisdom. The connections you forge in the online realm can be just as impactful as those in your physical world, amplifying your sense of belonging. Finally, remember that building a supportive network is a two-way street. As you gather your squad, be sure to lend your support in return. Celebrate their victories, lend an ear when they need to vent, and offer encouragement during their challenging times. This reciprocity creates a flourishing environment where everyone feels valued and empowered. In this vibrant community, confidence becomes contagious, and together, you can all soar to new heights. So assemble your team, embrace the joy of connection, and watch your self-esteem blossom like a sunflower reaching for the sun. The influence of social media is like a double-edged sword in the realm of self-esteem. On one side, it can be a delightful playground where we share our triumphs, engage with like-minded souls, and bask in the glow of supportive comments. Picture this. You post a photo of yourself living your best life, and the likes roll in like a digital applause. It feels amazing, doesn't it? In this instant gratification world, it's easy to let those little hearts and thumbs up inflate our confidence. But hold on a second. Let's not get too carried away by the glittery facade. Now, flip that sword over, and you'll see the darker side of social media that can easily bring you crashing down from your high horse. The constant parade of perfectly curated lives can become a sneaky thief of joy. You scroll through your feed and see friends on exotic vacations, glowing with flawless skin, and living adventures that seem light years away from your own reality. Suddenly, your confidence takes a hit as you start comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reels. Remember, my friend, everyone has their struggles. Even if they don't share them online, how do we navigate this tricky terrain without losing our marbles? First, it's crucial to curate your feed like you would a garden. Follow accounts that uplift you, inspire you, and make you laugh. If something makes you feel less than fabulous, it's time to hit that unfollow button faster than you can say self-care. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can create a nurturing environment for your self-esteem to blossom, while reducing the temptation to compare yourself to others. Engagement is another key ingredient in this social media recipe. Instead of merely lurking like a digital ghost, step into the spotlight. Comment on posts that resonate with you. Share your experiences and connect with others who are on a similar journey to self-discovery. Building a supportive community online can be a fantastic way to boost your confidence. After all, confidence grows in the company of those who cheer you on and celebrate your uniqueness. Lastly, let's sprinkle a little mindfulness into our social media habits. When you feel that urge to scroll, ask yourself how it makes you feel. Are you uplifted or drained? Use social media as a tool for empowerment rather than a crutch for insecurity. By being intentional about your online presence, you can transform social media into a powerful ally in your quest for unshakable self-esteem. So, go ahead, embrace the fun, connect authentically, and watch your confidence soar. Chapter 6. Taking Action. Confidence in Motion. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone is like jumping into a pool on a hot summer day. At first, the water might seem a bit too chilly, and your instincts scream for you to stay on the warm deck. But once you take the plunge, you realize it's exhilarating. This leap into the unknown is where true growth happens. Every time you push past the boundaries of your familiar space, you're not just flexing your bravery muscles, you're also adding layers to your self-esteem. So, grab your imaginary floaties, and let's dive in. Imagine your comfort zone as a cozy blanket fort. It's warm, fuzzy, and oh so safe, but it can also feel a bit stifling after a while. A blanket fort is great for an afternoon of snacks and movies, But if you want to explore the vast world beyond your living room, you have to venture outside. Each time you step out, even if it's just to the edge of your fort, you're sending a message to your brain. I am capable of more than I think. The more you explore, the more confident you become in navigating the wild, wonderful world. Now, let's sprinkle in some fun challenges to encourage your adventurous spirit. How about trying something you've always wanted to do but felt too shy to attempt? Whether it's speaking in public, joining a dance class, or even trying out a new hobby, these experiences act like confidence boosters, giving you a delightful rush of accomplishment. Sure, you might trip over your own feet at first or stumble over your words, but each little misstep is a stepping stone toward building that unshakable self-esteem. Remember, even the most seasoned adventurers started out as novices. As you embark on this thrilling journey, surround yourself with cheerleaders, friends, mentors, or anyone who encourages your leap into the unknown. Their support can transform those daunting experiences into exciting adventures. Think of them as your trusty sidekicks, ready to high-five you when you conquer a challenge or laugh with you when things go hilariously wrong. Embrace the magic of community. It can propel you further than you ever imagined, making every little step out of your comfort zone feel like a victory parade. Finally, reflect on your adventures with a playful heart. Each time you step out and try something new, jot down your experiences. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and learn from the stumbles. This reflection not only solidifies your growth, but also serves as a reminder that stepping out of your comfort zone is a continuous journey. So, keep that adventurous spirit alive. The world is waiting, and every step outside your cozy blanket fort is a step toward the unbreakable confidence you're building. Celebrating small victories in the grand symphony of life, it's the little notes that often create the sweetest melodies. Celebrating small victories is like adding sprinkles to a cupcake. It makes everything a little more delightful. Every time you conquer a minor hurdle, you're not just checking off a box. You're crafting a tapestry of confidence that will support your self-esteem. So, whether you finally got out of bed on time or managed to resist that tempting slice of cake, pat yourself on the back. Each small win is a building block in your foundation of unshakable self-esteem. Imagine your journey as a treasure map, where every small victory is an X, marking the spot of a hidden gem. These gems may seem insignificant on their own, but together, they form a treasure trove of confidence. When you purposely pause to acknowledge these wins, you're training your brain to notice positivity, much like a kid in a candy store. Even the tiniest accomplishments, like making your bed or completing a workout, deserve a celebratory high five. By doing so, you reinforce a habit of recognizing your worth, which can transform the mundane into a series of uplifting moments that, let's face it, life can feel like a roller coaster, complete with dizzying highs and gut-wrenching lows. In the whirlwind of challenges, it's easy to overlook the small victories that pave the way to greater achievements. However, when you take the time to celebrate these moments, you're essentially saying, "Hey, I see you, and you matter." This practice shifts your focus away from what's lacking in your life and instead illuminates what's already fabulous. So, whether it's sharing your success with friends or treating yourself to a little something special, remember that every celebration fuels the fire of your self-esteem. That if you're wondering how to make celebrating small victories a habit, think of it as a playful game. Create a victory jar where you drop in a note each time you achieve something, no matter how small. At the end of the week or month, empty that jar and bask in the glow of your accomplishments. It's like a mini party for your achievements. And trust me, it's hard to feel down when you see a colorful collection of all the greatness you've accomplished. This playful approach transforms the act of celebrating into something you look forward to, making it easier to cultivate an attitude of gratitude and self-love. In the end, taking the time to celebrate small victories is not just about the cheerleading. It's about building a resilient mindset. Each little triumph adds a splash of color to your confidence canvas, reminding you that you are capable of achieving greatness, one step at a time. So, let the confetti fly and the music play. Embrace the power of small victories and watch as they create an unstoppable wave of unshakable self-esteem in your life. After all, confidence is not just a destination. It's a playful journey worth celebrating every step of the way. Learning from failure can feel like a party crasher at the grand celebration of our dreams. Just when you think you've nailed the guest list, here comes failure, uninvited and ready to steal the spotlight. But what if I told you that failure is not the enemy? In fact, it's the quirky, eccentric uncle who shows up with wild stories and unexpected wisdom. Embracing failure as a part of your journey is key to building an unshakable self-esteem, and it all starts with a playful perspective. Think of failure as a treasure map, leading you to the gold buried beneath the surface. Each misstep is like a clue, pointing you in the right direction. Instead of sulking over what went wrong, flip the script. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? By treating failure as a playful puzzle to solve, you open up a world of possibilities. The more you explore the lessons hidden in your setbacks, the more resilient your foundation becomes. Imagine this. You try something new, and it flops spectacularly. Instead of retreating into your shell like a turtle, shake it off like a dance move that just didn't land. Get curious. What could you do differently next time? What skills did you pick up along the way? Each failure adds a new layer to your confidence, transforming those awkward moments into stepping stones. It's all about perspective, turning those faceplants into funky dance moves on the path to success. Another delightful aspect of failure is its ability to connect us with others. When you share your stories of mishaps and blunders, you create a bond that makes you relatable. Everyone has tripped on their own shoelaces at some point. Laughing about our blunders not only lightens the mood, but also encourages others to embrace their own failures. Together, you can create a community that celebrates growth, resilience, and the beauty of imperfect journeys. So, the next time you find yourself face-to-face with failure, welcome it with open arms. Treat it like an unexpected guest who has come to teach you a thing or two. Remember, each stumble is a chance to learn, grow, and fortify your self-esteem. With every lesson learned, you lay another brick in your foundation of unbreakable confidence. And who knows? That quirky uncle of failure might just become your best friend on the road to achieving your dreams. Chapter 7. Mastering Your Mind. The Power of Positive Thinking. The power of positive thinking is like a superpower that each of us can tap into, transforming our everyday lives into a vibrant tapestry of joy and success. Imagine waking up each morning with a smile, ready to tackle whatever the day throws at you. This is not just wishful thinking. It is a mindset that can be cultivated. When we consciously choose to focus on the bright side, we start to shape our reality in ways we never thought possible. It's like wearing a pair of magic glasses that filter out the negativity and highlight the good around us. So, let's dive into this delightful world of optimism. Positive thinking is not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is sunshine and rainbows. It's about approaching life with a can-do attitude, believing that every setback is a setup for a comeback. This playful mindset allows us to laugh in the face of adversity instead of wallowing in self-pity. When we embrace positivity, we unlock the door to resilience. Just picture it. The next time you face a hurdle, instead of throwing your hands up in despair, you can bounce back with a grin, ready to learn and grow from the experience. Life becomes an adventure rather than a chore point. One of the magical aspects of positive thinking is its contagious nature. When you radiate positivity, you inspire those around you to join in on the fun. It's like hosting a party where everyone is invited to celebrate the good vibes. Your enthusiasm can uplift friends, family, and even strangers, creating a ripple effect of happiness. People will start to notice your unshakable confidence and may even ask for your secret. With every smile you share, you're not just boosting your own self-esteem. You're building a community that thrives on encouragement and support. Of course, cultivating a positive mindset takes practice, just like learning to juggle or mastering a dance move. Start small by incorporating little habits into your daily routine that promote positivity. This could be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal or swapping out negative self-talk for affirmations that make you feel like a superstar. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Soon enough, You'll notice that your brain is wired to seek out the silver linings, and life will start feeling like a delightful game instead of an uphill battle. Ultimately, the power of positive thinking is a key ingredient in the recipe for unshakable self-esteem. It's about embracing the idea that you are the architect of your own happiness. With a playful twist on life's challenges, you can build a solid foundation of confidence that withstands any storm. So, let's put on those magic glasses and dance through life with an open heart, armed with positivity and the belief that we can achieve anything we set our minds to. Now, who's ready to take on the world? Mindfulness and self-awareness go together like peanut butter and jelly, creating a deliciously fulfilling experience that enhances your journey to unshakable self-esteem. Imagine your mind as a bustling city, with thoughts zooming around like cars in rush hour. Mindfulness is your traffic cop, stepping in to direct the chaos and help you focus on what truly matters. When you practice mindfulness, you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing you to sift through the noise and find clarity. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that help you see the world and yourself more clearly. Self-awareness takes this a step further by inviting you to explore the inner workings of your mind and emotions. Picture yourself as an intrepid explorer, setting off on a quest for self-discovery. Each thought, feeling, and reaction you encounter is a new landmark in your personal landscape. By cultivating self-awareness, you become skilled at recognizing your triggers and patterns, transforming your emotional landscape into a map of personal growth. The more you know about yourself, the better equipped you are to tackle challenges with grace and confidence. Practicing mindfulness doesn't have to be a chore either. You can sprinkle it throughout your day like confetti, making even the simplest tasks an opportunity for self-reflection. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee or waiting in line at the grocery store, take a moment to tune into your senses. What do you see, smell, or feel? Engaging with the present moment helps you connect with your thoughts and feelings, nurturing a deeper sense of self-awareness. This playful approach allows you to embrace your inner child, making self-exploration a joyous adventure rather than a daunting task. As you deepen your mindfulness practice, you might find that self-criticism begins to fade away. You'll start to recognize that your thoughts are just that, thoughts. They don't define you, and they certainly don't dictate your worth. With each mindful moment, you're building a strong foundation of self-acceptance and compassion. You'll discover that the road to unshakable self-esteem isn't about perfection. It's about embracing your wonderfully unique self, flaws and all. So, give yourself permission to laugh at the little mistakes and celebrate the small victories along the way. Ultimately, cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness is like watering a garden. The more you nurture it, the more vibrant and resilient it becomes. By fostering these practices, you're not just building self-esteem. You're also creating a sanctuary of confidence that will help you navigate life's ups and downs with ease. So grab your metaphorical watering can and start tending to your garden of self-discovery. With each mindful moment, you're one step closer to the unbreakable confidence that awaits you. Overcoming fear and anxiety can feel like pesky little gremlins, lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce at the most inconvenient moments. You know the drill. That tight knot in your stomach before a big presentation, the racing heart when you're about to try something new, or the endless loop of what ifs playing in your head like an annoying commercial jingle. But guess what? These gremlins are not the end of the world. They're just part of the wild ride called life. Embracing them instead of running scared is the first step to unleashing your unbreakable confidence. Imagine your fear as a quirky sidekick, always tagging along to spice things up. Instead of viewing it as an enemy, let's turn it into a curious companion. When fear knocks at your door, greet it with a smile and ask it what it wants. Is it trying to protect you? Or maybe it's just a little bored and needs some attention. By shifting your perspective, you'll find that fear can be a source of motivation rather than a barrier. So, next time you feel that familiar flutter in your stomach, remind yourself that it's just your sidekick getting ready for a fun adventure. Let's not forget the power of deep breaths. Seriously, breathing exercises are like magic wands for anxiety. Inhale positivity and exhale negativity like you're blowing out birthday candles. Go ahead, make a wish. Each deep breath is a gentle reminder that you're in control, even when it feels like the world is spinning out of whack. So, take a moment to pause, breathe, and visualize yourself strutting through your fears like a runway model. You've got this, and those fears are just a tiny bump on your path to greatness. Now, let's talk about creating a fear-fighting arsenal. This doesn't mean you need to stock up on swords and shields. Instead, equip yourself with strategies that work for you. Journaling can be a fantastic outlet to release those pin-up worries, while positive affirmations are like little pep talks that you can carry in your pocket. Find what resonates with you. Maybe it's a dance party in your living room or a motivational podcast. Whatever it is, make it a ritual, and soon enough, you'll feel like a superhero ready to tackle anything that comes your way. Finally, remember that progress is a journey, not a race. Celebrate each small victory as a step toward conquering your fears. Did you speak up in a meeting? High-five yourself. Did you try a new hobby despite the nerves? Throw a mini dance party. Each triumph, no matter how small, builds your confidence and chips away at the anxiety monster. So, put on your favorite playlist, embrace the playful spirit of trying new things, and let your unbreakable confidence shine bright. The world is waiting for your fabulous self to take the stage. Chapter 8. Maintaining your momentum. Creating lasting habits. Creating lasting habits is like planting a garden. It requires patience, nurturing, and a bit of whimsy. Imagine your self-esteem as a vibrant flower bed, waiting to bloom. To cultivate this garden, you need to sprinkle the right seeds, habits that will take root and flourish over time. Start small, because even the mightiest oak begins as a tiny acorn. Pick one or two habits that resonate with you. Perhaps it's a daily affirmation or a quick morning stretch. These tiny actions can create a ripple effect that transforms your self-image. Once you've chosen your seeds, it's time to water them with consistency. Habits don't magically appear overnight. They grow stronger with repetition. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and expect to have a dazzling smile forever. Set a schedule that works for you, whether it's a morning ritual or an evening reflection. And don't forget to make it fun. Add a sprinkle of creativity, like using colorful sticky notes for your affirmations or turning your stretching routine into a mini dance party. When you enjoy the process, those habits are more likely to stick around. Accountability is your trusty gardening buddy. Share your goals with friends, family, or even a supportive online community. When others know about your plans, they can cheer you on and provide encouragement when the going gets tough. You can also keep a habit tracker, which is like a scorecard for your progress. Each check mark is a little victory, and before you know it, you'll have a flourishing habit garden that you can proudly show off. This sense of camaraderie can make the journey more enjoyable and less daunting. But let's face it, sometimes weeds pop up in our garden. Life gets busy, and habits can slip through the cracks. When this happens, don't throw your hands up in despair. Instead, treat it as a fun challenge. Embrace the idea that setbacks are just opportunities for growth. If you miss a day of your new habit, laugh it off and jump back in the next day. Remember, even the most seasoned gardeners have days when they forget to water their plants. What matters is your commitment to nurture your garden back to life, as your habits take root and flourish. You'll find that your self-esteem begins to blossom, too. Each small victory reinforces your belief in yourself, creating a beautiful cycle of growth and confidence. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and watch as your foundation of self-esteem becomes unshakable. With a playful spirit and a little nurturing, you'll transform your life into a vibrant garden where confidence blooms endlessly. So grab your metaphorical gardening gloves and get ready to dig into the delightful work of creating lasting habits. The importance of regular check-ins are like the little pep talks we all need from time to time. Imagine having a personal cheerleader who pops up every so often to remind you just how fabulous you are. These moments of reflection allow you to assess your progress, celebrate your wins, and recalibrate your goals. Think of them as mini pit stops on your journey to unshakable self-esteem, giving you the chance to refuel and adjust your course. When you engage in regular check-ins, you're not just mindlessly checking off boxes on a to-do list. You're diving into the treasure trove of your thoughts and emotions. This playful exploration helps you identify what's working and what's not. Maybe you've discovered a new hobby that boosts your confidence. Or perhaps you've stumbled upon a pesky negative thought pattern that needs a little extra attention. Either way, these check-ins empower you to take charge of your self-esteem journey with gusto. Consistency is key in this game, my friend. By making check-ins a regular part of your routine, you create a safe space for self-discovery and growth. It's like watering a plant. Neglect it, and it wilts away. But tend to it regularly, and soon enough, it flourishes. You'll find that these check-ins help you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself. And before you know it, you'll be strutting through life with a newfound swagger. Another playful aspect of these regular check-ins is that they can be as fun or quirky as you want them to be. You might choose to journal, chat with a trusted friend, or even create a vision board that reflects your aspirations. The key is to make the process enjoyable so that you look forward to it. Who says self-reflection has to be all serious and somber? Embrace the lighthearted side of self-exploration, and you'll find yourself more motivated to check in regularly. Finally, let's not forget the power of accountability. When you share your goals and progress with others, you invite a delightful sprinkle of motivation into the mix. Friends, family, or even a supportive online community can help keep you on track and cheer you on during your check-ins. After all, who doesn't love a little high five when you've achieved something great? So, grab your pom-poms and get ready to celebrate yourself during those regular check-ins. You're on the path to unshakable self-esteem, and it's time to revel in every step of the way. Adapting to life's changes life is like a wild roller coaster ride, full of ups, downs, and unexpected twists. Imagine strapping yourself in, hands in the air, and feeling the thrill of each turn. When faced with change, whether it's a new job, a move to a different city, or a surprise plot twist in your personal life, the key is to embrace it with a sense of adventure. Instead of fearing the unknown, think of it as an exciting opportunity to discover new facets of yourself and your world. After all, who wouldn't want to be the hero of their own story? Adapting to change is all about mindset. Picture yourself as a chameleon, effortlessly shifting colors to fit into any environment. When life throws you a curveball, don't panic. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself that change is a natural part of life. Your confidence can soar when you approach new situations with curiosity rather than trepidation. Try to see change as a puzzle waiting to be solved or a new game where you set the rules. The more you practice this playful perspective, the easier it becomes to navigate life's transitions. One effective way to adapt is to cultivate a toolkit of coping strategies. Think of it as packing a backpack for your adventure. What items do you need for the journey ahead? Perhaps it's a good book for inspiration, a playlist of feel-good songs, or even a few affirmations to recite when you need a confidence boost. By equipping yourself with positive resources, you'll be ready to tackle any challenge that comes your way. Remember, it's not about avoiding discomfort. It's about leaning into it and finding joy in the process. Another fun way to adapt is to seek support from your community. Picture yourself at a lively potluck, where everyone brings their own unique dish to the table. Share your experiences and invite others to share theirs. You'll be amazed at how much you can learn from each other. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you can make the journey of adaptation feel less daunting. Plus, you'll create lasting connections that can lead to new adventures and opportunities. Finally, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step you take toward adaptation is a victory worth acknowledging. Treat yourself to a little reward, whether it's a cozy night in with your favorite movie or a fun day out exploring a new hobby. Embracing change is a continuous process, and recognizing your achievements along the way keeps your confidence shining bright. So, buckle up and enjoy the ride, knowing that with each twist and turn, you're becoming more resilient and ready to conquer whatever comes next. Chapter 9. Sharing your journey. The strength and vulnerability. The concept of vulnerability often gets a bad rap, don't you think? Society tends to paint it as a weakness, something to be tucked away in a dark corner, covered with a big, heavy blanket. But let's flip that narrative right on its head. Embracing vulnerability can be your secret weapon in the quest for unshakable self-esteem. Imagine vulnerability as a superhero cape, ready to transform you into your most authentic self. When you allow others to see your true colors, you invite connection, understanding, and, believe it or not, a whole lot of strength. Picture this. You're at a party, sipping on your favorite drink, and suddenly someone asks you to share your biggest fear. You could choose to deflect, put on a brave face, and spout the usual, "I'm totally fine" mantra. Or you could take a leap of faith, reveal a little vulnerability, and watch as others nod in recognition. That's the magic of vulnerability. It creates a ripple effect. When you share your struggles, you give others permission to do the same. Suddenly, a simple gathering becomes a warm circle of support where everyone feels a little lighter, a little more seen, and a lot less alone. Now, let's talk about the art of being vulnerable without feeling like you're standing on the edge of a cliff. It's all about the balance. You don't have to spill your entire life story to a room full of strangers, but sharing small, relatable pieces of yourself can be incredibly empowering. Think of it as a fun game of peekaboo. Just a little glimpse into your world can spark deeper conversations and forge stronger bonds. The more you practice this playful exchange of vulnerability, the more you'll discover that it's not about exposing yourself to danger. It's about inviting people into your life. Vulnerability also serves as a fantastic teacher. Each time you embrace it, you learn a little more about yourself, your limits, and your strengths. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, but instead of tears, you find nuggets of wisdom. You might discover that what you once thought was a flaw is actually a unique trait that sets you apart. Each vulnerable moment you encounter becomes a stepping stone on your path to unshakable self-esteem, helping you build a solid foundation rooted in authenticity and self-acceptance. So, the next time you feel that flutter of fear when considering being vulnerable, remember that it's not a sign of weakness. It's your inner strength trying to break free. Embrace it, allow vulnerability to dance in your life, and watch as it transforms not only your self-esteem, but also your relationships with others. After all, life is too short to hide behind walls. Let your true self shine, and you'll be amazed at the powerful connections you can create. Vulnerability isn't just a path. It's the adventure that leads to the unbreakable confidence you seek. Inspiring others with your story is like planting seeds in a garden. You never quite know what will bloom, but with a little care and attention, the results can be breathtaking. Everyone has a unique journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. By sharing your experiences, you not only honor your own growth, but also provide a roadmap for others navigating their own paths. It's like being a lighthouse in a storm, guiding lost ships safely to shore with the beacon of your truth. Think of your story as a treasure map. Each challenge you've faced and every triumph you've celebrated are the excess marking the spot. When you recount your adventures, sprinkle in the lessons you learned along the way. Maybe you stumbled upon the importance of self-love while battling self-doubt. Or perhaps you discovered resilience after a setback that felt insurmountable. These nuggets of wisdom are the gold that others will treasure, inspiring them to dig deeper into their own lives. But let's not forget about the power of authenticity. When you share your story, let your personality shine through. Throw in a little humor, a dash of vulnerability, and a generous helping of honesty. This concoction makes your narrative relatable and engaging. People love to see the real you, quirks and all. Your willingness to show imperfections can create a powerful connection, reminding others that they're not alone in their struggles. After all, nobody wants to hear a perfectly polished story. We crave the messy, beautiful reality of life. As you inspire others with your story, remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's your superpower. When you open up about your fears, failures, and moments of doubt, you create a safe space for others to do the same. It's like forming a secret club where everyone can share their battles without judgment. This act of bravery encourages others to step out of the shadows, embrace their own stories, and take the first steps toward their own unshakable self-esteem. Finally, don't underestimate the ripple effect your story can create. Every time someone resonates with your journey, it can ignite a spark in them, prompting them to reflect, act, or even share their own story. Your narrative could be the catalyst for someone else's transformation. So, grab your pen or microphone and start sharing. In doing so, you not only uplift yourself, but also empower countless others to embark on their own path to unbreakable confidence. Building a legacy of confidence is like planting a garden where self-esteem blooms in vibrant colors. Imagine this garden filled with all the flowers of your accomplishments, quirks, and dreams. Each seed you plant represents a small victory, a moment of bravery, or an act of kindness towards yourself. As you nurture these seeds with positive thoughts and actions, you create a space where confidence can grow wildly and beautifully. Remember, this isn't just about the grand gestures. Even the tiniest moments of self-affirmation can lead to a flourishing legacy. Now, let's talk about the weeding process, because let's be honest, weeds can sneak in and ruin your garden. Negative self-talk, fear of failure, and comparison traps are those pesky weeds that threaten to choke your blossoming confidence. To keep your garden thriving, you must learn to recognize these intrusions and pull them out by the roots. Replace them with affirmations and the joyous recognition of your unique qualities. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, flip it on its head. Turn "I can't" into "I'm learning how to." This simple shift can create a ripple effect, allowing your confidence to flourish. Next, let's sprinkle a bit of fun into the mix. Confidence is not just a serious business. It can be a playful adventure. Embrace activities that make you feel alive and excited. Whether it's trying out a new hobby, dancing like nobody's watching, or engaging in spontaneous acts of kindness, these experiences help build your self-esteem bank. Each joyful moment adds a brick to your confidence foundation, making it sturdier and more resilient. So go ahead, color outside the lines. The more you do what makes your heart sing, the more confident you become. Building a legacy of confidence also means surrounding yourself with the right people. Think of your confidence garden as a community plot where you need fellow gardeners to cheer you on. Seek out friends, mentors, or online communities that celebrate your growth and encourage you to reach for the stars. These positive influences act like sunshine and rain for your garden, nurturing your confidence and helping it reach new heights. Don't be afraid to prune away relationships that drain your energy or make you doubt your worth. You deserve a supportive environment that allows your confidence to shine. Lastly, remember that building a legacy of confidence is a lifelong journey, not a sprint. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and stay committed to your growth. Just like a garden needs time to flourish, so does your self-esteem. Embrace the ups and downs, knowing that each experience contributes to your unique tapestry of confidence. As you cultivate this legacy, you'll find that it not only enhances your life, but also inspires those around you. Your confidence can become a beacon of light, encouraging others to embark on their own journeys towards self-acceptance and unshakable self-esteem. Chapter 10. Celebrating You. Acknowledging your progress. Acknowledging your progress is like throwing a mini celebration for yourself, complete with confetti and a dance party, even if it's just in your living room. We often rush through life, fixated on what we haven't achieved yet, neglecting to recognize the amazing strides we've already made. So, let's put on our party hats and take a moment to reflect on the journey. Every little step counts, and sometimes it's those tiny victories that pave the way for monumental changes. Whether you finally spoke up in that meeting or made it through a tough day with a smile, give yourself a high five. Imagine this. You've been working hard on your self-esteem, and it feels like you're climbing a mountain. At times, the summit seems so far away that you begin to doubt whether you'll ever reach it. But guess what? Each step you take is a victory worth celebrating. Did you practice positive affirmations today? Boom! That's progress. Did you catch yourself when negative thoughts crept in and gently redirected your mind? You're a rock star. Acknowledging these moments can transform your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, where every bit of effort shines like a diamond in the rough. Creating a progress journal can be a fun and effective way to keep track of your achievements, no matter how small. Think of it as your personal scrapbook of success. Each entry doesn't have to be extensive. A simple note like "I spoke kindly to myself today" or "I took time to relax" is enough. Over time, these snippets will become a treasure trove of evidence proving just how far you've come. When you're feeling low, flipping through this journal can remind you of your incredible journey and help you feel like the superhero you truly are. Don't be shy about sharing your wins with your friends, family, or even your social media followers. When you acknowledge your progress publicly, it not only reinforces your achievements, but also inspires others to do the same. You might just start a ripple effect of positivity where your friends begin to share their victories too. It's like starting a movement of self-love and recognition that can spread like wildfire. Remember, you're not just celebrating for yourself. You're lighting the path for others who may be struggling to see their own successes. In the grand scheme of building unshakable self-esteem, acknowledging your progress is a cornerstone that supports your entire structure. It's not just about reaching the peak. It's about enjoying the journey and recognizing the beautiful growth along the way. So, let's make it a habit to stop, take a breath, and give ourselves a round of applause for every step, no matter how small. After all, you're not just building confidence. You're crafting a legacy of self-love and appreciation that will serve you for a lifetime. Now, go on and celebrate. You've earned it. The art of gratitude is like that secret sauce that makes everything in life taste better. Picture this. You're sitting with a bowl of plain oatmeal, and it's just okay. But add a sprinkle of brown sugar, a dash of cinnamon, and maybe some fresh berries, and suddenly it's a breakfast masterpiece. That's the power of gratitude. It transforms the ordinary into something extraordinary. When you cultivate a habit of appreciating the little things, you create a delightful backdrop for your self-esteem to flourish. So, let's dive into the playful art of gratitude and how it can elevate your confidence to stratospheric heights. Now, you might be thinking, gratitude? Really? Isn't that a bit cliché? But hold on to your hats. Gratitude is not just a fluffy word tossed around by feel-good gurus. It's a robust tool in your self-esteem toolbox. When you consciously acknowledge what you're grateful for, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. Think of it as putting on a pair of rose-colored glasses. Suddenly, the world looks a bit more vibrant, and you feel a little more empowered. It's about embracing the idea that there's always something to be thankful for, even on the rainiest of days. So, how do you sprinkle this magic dust of gratitude into your daily routine? Start small. Every morning, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. Yes, even if it's just that first sip of coffee or the cozy socks you're wearing. You'll be surprised at how this simple practice can shift your mindset. As you begin your day with a grateful heart, you'll notice the little victories, the connections with others, and the beauty in the mundane. It's like giving yourself a warm hug before tackling the day's challenges, setting a positive tone that fuels your confidence. Let's not forget the art of expressing gratitude to others. When you take a moment to share your appreciation, whether it's a heartfelt thank you note or a spontaneous compliment, you not only uplift someone else but also boost your own self-esteem. It feels good to be generous with your words. Imagine the joy of brightening someone's day while simultaneously reinforcing your own sense of worth. Gratitude is contagious. It spreads joy and confidence like confetti at a celebration. And who wouldn't want to be part of that party? Finally, remember that gratitude is not just a fleeting feeling. It's a powerful practice that can reshape your entire outlook on life. As you embrace the art of gratitude, you'll find that your self-esteem isn't just built on accomplishments or external validation. Instead, it will rest on a solid foundation of appreciation for who you are and what you have. So, let's raise our glasses to gratitude, the playful, transformative force that not only boosts our confidence, but also invites a little more joy into our lives. Cheers to being unbreakable. Looking forward. Your unbreakable future. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, shimmering sea, the waves of possibility lapping at your feet. Your unbreakable future lies before you, a canvas waiting for the brushstrokes of your dreams and aspirations. As you gaze into the horizon, It's essential to realize that confidence is not just a fleeting emotion. It's a muscle that strengthens with each challenge you tackle. Embrace the idea that your self-esteem is like a superhero cape, ready to lift you above the mundane and propel you into the extraordinary. With every step forward, you're not just walking. You're dancing toward the life you desire. Picture yourself as the architect of your destiny, equipped with a toolbox filled with empowering beliefs and skills. Each day is an opportunity to lay another brick in the foundation of your self-esteem. When you encounter setbacks, remember that they're merely the hiccups in your journey, not roadblocks. With a playful spirit, you can turn those hiccups into hilarious stories that add character to your narrative. So when life throws you a curveball, laugh it off and remind yourself that your unbreakable future is built on resilience, creativity, and a dash of humor. Next, let's sprinkle some magic dust on your daily routine. Infuse your life with activities that spark joy and ignite your passion. Whether it's painting, dancing, or baking elaborate cakes, engaging in pursuits that light you up elevates your self-esteem. Imagine each joyful moment as a building block in your unshakable foundation. Surround yourself with cheerleaders, those fabulous friends who remind you of your brilliance and cheer you on every step of the way. Your community is vital in creating an environment where confidence thrives, so curate it wisely. Like you would a playlist of your favorite tunes that as you navigate the whimsical path of life. Don't forget to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Did you conquer that presentation? Treat yourself to your favorite dessert. Did you step out of your comfort zone? Give yourself a standing ovation in front of the mirror. These celebrations are not just fun. They are vital affirmations that reinforce your unbreakable belief in yourself. With each celebration, you're sending a message to the universe that you're ready for more. And guess what? The universe loves a confident player in the game of life. Finally, as you look forward, remember that your unbreakable future is not a distant dream. It's a vibrant reality waiting to be claimed. Embrace each day with a sense of wonder and playfulness, knowing that every moment is an opportunity to build your self-esteem further. With your superhero cape firmly in place, step boldly into the world, armed with the knowledge that you are the master of your fate. The journey may twist and turn, but with unshakable confidence as your guide, you're destined for greatness. So go on, unleash your potential, and watch as your unbreakable future unfolds before your very eyes.
The end. Thank you for listening. This was a Mindful Books production. Copyright 2025.